Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett is facing a fierce backlash from right-wing commentators and Republican officials this week after she voted against two key priorities of the Trump administration. The rulings involve birthright citizenship and mail-in voting, and her votes have sent shockwaves through conservative circles. On Monday, Barrett sided with Chief Justice John Roberts and the court's three liberal justices to uphold a Mississippi state law allowing mail-in ballots postmarked by Election Day to arrive up to 5 days later. Then on Tuesday, she voted again with Roberts and the liberal minority to reject the Trump administration's effort to end birthright citizenship, the constitutional guarantee that anyone born on American soil is a citizen. The reaction from the right was immediate and intense. Matt Walsh, a prominent right-wing commentator, posted on social media calling Barrett a, quote, "DI hire," and said she was, quote, "little better than Ketanji Jackson," a reference to Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, the court's only black liberal justice. He questioned when a Republican president last appointed a justice who didn't turn out to be, in his view, a liberal. Representative Nancy Mace of South Carolina went even further, calling for Barrett to be removed from the bench. It's worth noting that removing a Supreme Court justice requires impeachment, a simple majority in the House and a two-thirds supermajority in the Senate to convict. Republicans do not currently have the votes in the Senate to make that happen. Senator Eric Schmitt of Missouri called Monday's mail-in ballot ruling a, quote, "shockingly wrong opinion." And Representative Abe Hamadeh of Arizona wrote on social media that the decision guarantees elections will get bogged down by, quote, "endless mail-in ballots and never-ending counts." This criticism stands in sharp contrast to Barrett's overall record. She was nominated by President Trump to replace the late liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and she has been a reliable conservative voice on the court in many of its most consequential decisions. She joined the majority in overturning Roe v. Wade and in striking down affirmative action in college admissions. An analysis of her record from last year found she was the Republican-appointed justice most likely to side with the majority in rulings with a liberal outcome, though the trend did not hold in the current term. She had also previously cast a vote to block Trump's tariffs. So while the anger from the right is loud, it's aimed at a justice who, by most measures, has voted with the conservative bloc on many of the most transformative cases in recent memory. This week's votes appear to represent the exceptions, but for some on the right, those exceptions are simply unforgivable. That's the latest from the Supreme Court. We'll keep following this story as it develops.